You stand up from the couch. Your cat's eyes open immediately. You walk down the hallway. You hear the soft patter of 4 paws behind you. You step into the bathroom, and they slide right in before you can close the door. And if you do manage to close it, they sit outside and cry like you've been gone for weeks. Most people laugh it off. It's quirky. It's a little weird. And yeah, it's kind of adorable. But here's the thing. This behavior is one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat does all day. It's not random. It's not just curiosity. And the last reason on this list? A lot of owners misread it completely. We'll get there. But first, let's start with the one that surprises people the most. Point 1, they think you're vulnerable in there. Have you ever thought about what a bathroom trip looks like from your cat's perspective? Most people assume their cat just wants to be nosy. Maybe it's the running water or the small enclosed space, or just a habit they picked up over time. But here's what's really happening underneath that. In the wild, felines are acutely aware of one thing. The moment they're most vulnerable is the moment they're most exposed. Big cats know that going to the bathroom means their guard is down. They're distracted. They can't move fast. That instinct didn't disappear when cats moved into our homes. It got redirected. Your cat has transferred that protective instinct onto you. When you step into that little room and close the door, your cat's brain registers something like, "This is the moment my person is exposed. My person might need backup." Animal behaviorists describe this as protective proximity. So she's saying staying close to a bonded companion during a moment of perceived vulnerability. It's a behavior seen across bonded pairs in the wild, and your domestic cat is running the same software. It's not about the bathroom, it's about you. Your cat isn't being clingy or weird. Your cat is being your bodyguard. Point 2, you just became a captive audience. Here's something that should make you put down your phone more often. Michael Delgado, a cat behavior researcher at UC Davis, has pointed out something most owners never consider. The bathroom is one of the only places in your home where your cat has your complete undivided attention. No screens, no distractions. You're sitting still. You're not cooking, not working, not half watching something on TV. You're just there. Most people assume their cat wants to be wherever they are. The more accurate version is that your cat wants you to be present, fully, actually present. And in the average modern household, that almost never happens. The bathroom is the exception. Your cat has figured out, not consciously, but through repeated experience, that when you're in that room, you actually see them, you talk to them, you pet them, you make eye contact. It's the one guaranteed slot in your day when they get the real, undistracted version of you. And honestly, that says more about us than it does about them. And hey, if this is making you look at your cat a little differently right now, hit that like button and subscribe. That's how we get these videos to more cat owners who want to understand what their cat is actually telling them. Point 3, the closed door is a provocation. Now here's one that trips people up. You might think your cat specifically wants to be in the bathroom, but that's not quite right. What your cat can't stand is being locked out. When you close a door in a cat's home, you haven't just blocked a room. You've created a resource they didn't know they wanted. A closed door signals that something valuable is on the other side. Cats are hardwired to investigate and maintain access to every inch of their territory. It's not optional. It's instinct. This is exactly why your cat might not care about the bathroom at all when the door is open. It's just a room. But the second you close it, Suddenly they're scratching, meowing, and reaching their paw underneath like they're trying to pick a lock. The door itself is the problem, not the room. Cats don't see walls and doors the way we do. They see flow and access. When you interrupt that flow, their instinct fires. Something is wrong. I'm being kept from something that belongs to me. That needs to be fixed right now. Point 4. Your scent is strongest in there. Here's one most people never think about, and it changes everything once you know it. Your bathroom is actually the most scent-rich room in your home from your cat's perspective. Cats have an olfactory system roughly 14 times more powerful than ours. They read the world primarily through smell, not sight, not sound. And your bathroom is where everything smells most like you. You shed skin cells in the shower. Your towels hang there, saturated with your scent. Hours of your most intimate moments leave behind layers of olfactory information that cats can read in remarkable detail. Research in animal cognition has shown that scent plays a central role in attachment and bonding across species. And for cats especially, smell isn't just information. It's connection. It's comfort. Behaviorists who study scent marking note. The cats also have scent glands on their face and head, which is why they rub against surfaces in your bathroom. They're blending their scent with yours, marking the space as shared, claiming it as theirs too. For a species that communicates primarily through smell, there is no more intimate space in your entire home. Point 5. The science of what this behavior actually means. This is where it all comes together. In 2019, researchers Kristen Vitale and Monique Udell at Oregon State University published a landmark study in the journal Current Biology. They wanted to answer a real question: do cats actually form attachment bonds with their humans the way infants bond with caregivers? They used the secure base test, the same framework psychologists use to measure attachment in human babies. A cat and their owner enter a novel room together. The owner leaves. The owner returns. Researchers observe how the cat responds and classify their attachment style. The results were striking. Around 64% of cats showed a secure attachment style, nearly identical to the rate seen in human infants, which sits at about 65%. Securely attached cats, when their owner returned, greeted them briefly, relaxed, and went back to exploring the space. They used their owner as a safe base, a source of security in an unfamiliar environment. Here's the detail that connects directly back to bathroom following. Securely attached cats were significantly more likely to follow their owner from room to room, not because they were anxious or unstable, but because proximity to their person is simply how they define feeling safe. And in a separate study, the same research team found that when cats were given a choice between food, toys, scent, and human social interaction, the majority chose social interaction first. Not food, not play. You. Point 6. When you should actually pay attention. Now, here's what I promised at the beginning. The thing a lot of owners get wrong. Bathroom following, in most cases, is a sign of a healthy, secure bond. But there's a version of this that means something different. And knowing the difference matters. If your cat follows you in, sniffs around, maybe demands some attention, and is generally fine when you eventually close the door, that's normal. That's affection. That's your cat choosing to be where you are. But if your cat is vocalizing constantly, pacing, refusing to eat when you leave, becoming destructive when you're gone, or showing genuine distress every time you step out of their line of sight, That's not love. That's anxiety. Animal behaviorists call this separation anxiety in cats. And it's more common than people think. A cat in that state isn't bonded more deeply. They're struggling to regulate their own stress without constant reassurance. That dynamic usually calls for environmental enrichment, behavioral support, or a conversation with your vet. One more flag worth noting. If your cat suddenly starts following you everywhere when they never used to, especially combined with increased vocalization, confusion, or disorientation, that can sometimes point to a health issue, including hyperthyroidism or early cognitive decline in older cats. A sudden change in behavior always deserves a second look. The question isn't just, why is my cat following me into the bathroom? The real question is, what does that following actually feel like? Calm and connected, or desperate and distressed? Most people spend years wondering why their cat won't leave them alone. They label it clingy, they call it strange, they close the door and feel mildly annoyed by the scratching on the other side, but the research tells a different story. Your cat has a limited number of ways to show you that they've chosen you, that you are their secure base, that when the world is uncertain or unfamiliar, you are the one stable thing they return to. Following you into the bathroom is one of those ways. It was never small to them, and it shouldn't be small to you either.